my god. Hi guys, I'm Heyy, and for today's video I'll be doing something very exciting. I'll be testing out the viral blush hack. Now this hack has been going around on Instagram, specifically Instagram Reels, a lot. It's been around for about a month, and if you're someone who's been active on Instagram, I'm sure this video must have come across on an explore page at least once. So there's this video of this girl where she applies lipstick all over her face, specifically her cheekbones, nose, forehead, and also her chin. And then she goes on and blends everything out and then goes on with her makeup like normal. So she applies her foundation, concealer, and then by the end of it, it's just all perfect. And I really wanted to try this out for myself, and I thought I'd do it on video. And here I am, and let's get started. Okay, so the girl in the video, she doesn't really show herself applying primer, but I will be going in with primer and I will be using the NYX Honeydew Mia primer. Now this primer is a dewy primer, so it's going to keep me hydrated longer, so it will be easier for the lipstick to blend on top of my skin. So I've applied the primer and I'm going to give it about 2 minutes to settle into the skin. But you can see it does add a slight glow to the skin. Over here you can see it does add the shine element. And that's exactly what I was looking for, just so that the lipstick that we apply later on blends in really easily on the skin. Now for lipstick, what I'll be doing is I'll be going in with the Maybelline Color Sensational lipstick. This one is in 01 Smoky Red. Now this is a really red color. It's a fiery red. It does have little swirls of black, but that does not really show up on the skin that easily. Even in the video, the girl uses a very bright red color, and that's exactly what I wanted to do myself. Now moving on to the scary part, I'll be applying the lipstick all over my face. By the way, I have a mirror over here, which is why I am looking down. Oh my god. What? That does not look like it's going to end up very well, but okay, I'm just going to trust the process. Next up, I'm going to be using a stippling brush like so. That's what I'd use normally for cream blush. So I'm going to be using a brush like this and going to be blending all of this out. Now this is blending out, I'd say pretty well. It's just that it's a little too red for my liking. Now at this point my entire face is looking red, and I think the same happened with the girl in the video. So I guess we're going on the right track, but I don't know how am I going to be able to cover all of this up. So yeah, I think it's very visible. This whole thing is supposedly going to be covered up with the foundation and the concealer. So surprisingly, this whole thing did not take me more than 2 minutes to blend out, even though it looks like a whole bunch of just red patches all over my face. It's probably because I used a dewy primer and also a really creamy lipstick, and even probably the fact that I used a duo fiber brush. Now you can see a lot has actually come off on the brush, and I don't know why it's looking pink on the brush, but I did use a red lipstick. Now moving on to the next step, which is foundation, and I am going to be going in with a combination of two foundations about medium to full coverage so that we end up concealing this whole red patchy situation. I'll be going in with two foundations. Firstly, the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation. This one is in Toffee Pecan. And then I'll be going in with the Nykaa Skin Shield Foundation. This one is in number 10, Golden Hour. So the Nykaa foundation is actually like a semi-matte foundation. So it has a satiny finish and it has about light to medium coverage. Then I'll be going in with the Wet n Wild foundation. Now this foundation is mostly on the matte side and it has about medium coverage. So I'll be mixing these two foundations to cover up our red patchy situation. So I've mixed up both of my foundations on my palette and I've mixed that with the help of a flat brush. I'm just going to be applying the foundation on my face with the help of the brush and then going in with a blender. So I did apply foundation on this side of my face. I'm sure you're able to see the difference. This is definitely more red than this side. So the foundation, both of the foundations, they did do a pretty decent job at covering everything up. Not everything is covered yet. You probably are still able to see some redness peeking through, and I think that's the whole aim of the hack, that you're still able to see a little bit of that blush coming through. And I have to say that this does look really natural, as in it does not look like blush and it does not look like I've applied a crap ton of blush yet. So I'm just going to be applying the foundation on this side of my face and let's see how that goes. So I don't mind the way it's looking on my cheeks. I just don't like how there's this like red patchy situation going on my forehead. Especially this side of my face, I really don't mind it so much. I guess this side can still use a little bit of foundation. So I've applied about, I'd say, 2 layers on my cheeks, and in real life it does not look the same as it's looking on camera right now. It does look really natural and it does not look like I've applied any blush on. It definitely gives that natural flush of color. Yeah, I think the only issue that I'm facing so far is the fact that I had to apply 2 layers of foundation, especially on my left side. I don't know why I had to do that. But except that, and except the fact that the forehead definitely looks a little patchy still. And yeah, I think those are my only 2 issues as of yet. Except that I'm really enjoying the hack. Now I'll be going ahead with my routine. After foundation, I think anyone would go ahead with concealer, powder, bronzer, highlight. I think we have enough blush on, so I'll skip out on the blush, do something on the eyes and come back with lips. So that's the way the final look looks like. I really like the way everything turned out, especially the eyeshadow. It has my heart for sure. It just catches the light so beautifully. I have used the liquid eyeshadow. This one's from Nykaa, and the shade is earthy bronze, and just a really pretty like bronzy tone color, and it's so hassle free, really easy to work with. But except that, coming to the blush hack, I really also enjoyed the whole hack. um I don't know if it's really a hack, because I think a lot of people have earlier also mentioned that using a lipstick works really well as a cream blush. But if you're someone who hasn't tried using a lipstick as a cream blush before, I would highly recommend it. If you want to incorporate this hack into your daily life or like your daily makeup routine, I'd suggest don't go for a red lipstick. If you want to try it once, I mean, go ahead. But if you want to include this hack in your daily makeup routine, I'd say go for a nude tone lipstick or something with probably mauve undertones or brown undertones. Use your favorite nude lipstick on your face and then go ahead and do this whole routine. So use your nude lipstick and then apply foundation, concealer, powder. I think that would be a really great way to incorporate this again in your daily makeup routine. But except that, now that I'm looking at the whole look closely, I just don't like the way it is looking on my forehead right now, and I think it's also very visible on camera. My forehead is definitely slightly patchy, and you can figure out like some red splotches here and there. Except that the cheeks, I think they look really great. I can still see a little bit of the red peeking through, which is giving the entire look a really nice flushed girly vibe. And again, I'm really enjoying that as well. Except that the blending was really easy. I'd suggest you go in with a dewy primer, something that's hydrating, so that your base is really hydrated and moist, so that your lipstick on top blends really easily. Yeah, I just suggest don't go in with the lipstick on your forehead unless and until you want the blush to also be on your forehead. Except that, I think if you go in with really small amounts of the lipstick, probably just dab the lipstick on your face and don't just swipe it, because that leads to a lot of product on the face and then it becomes difficult to blend. And if you're including this in your everyday routine, I'd say just dab a little on your face. You could also use your fingers to blend the lipstick out, or like I used this duo fiber brush. I have another one. This one's from the brand Beauty Wand. I'll make sure to link this in the description box below. All the products that I've used in today's video will also be linked in the description box, so no need to worry about that. Yeah, except that, I would highly recommend you try the hack out at least once, because really like the way it came out, and I really like how it does give a very even toned flush to the face. It does add up to the whole outcome of the look. And that's it for the hack, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please consider subscribing to the channel and also giving a like to the video. It does help me out. Until next time, take care. I'll see you later. Bye.